Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo for November. So, if you're coming to the channel or coming back to the channel, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. It's exciting to have you. So this will be a reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of November, as I am available for personal readings on a limited basis, and that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. And let's see what else. So this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Cross watchers, if that's your thing, welcome to the channel as well. Discern what is for you. Remember that not every message is for you. So take what does belong, leave the rest behind. Do not force something to fit. You'll make things far more complicated in your life than they need to be. So let's see. All right, let's get started, right? So I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, it's been a minute, Virgo, since I got a video out for you guys. So let's see what's happening for the sign of Virgo. Let's see. Virgo. Okay. So a lot of the sides have been focusing on self-care lately, and I kind of get the feeling too, you may be withdrawing from something. That kind of questioning whether or not it actually works for you anymore. Be careful with that energy, I will first and foremost say. Virgo. It doesn't always have to be your way. I'm going to say that to you, but I also feel like that whatever it is that you're dealing with at this time, and I kind of feel like this may be a little bit of a repeat of October for some reason. I'm thinking like it's almost like you're blocking off something, like you're showing yourself to be strong and steady, but yet there's some emotional depth to what is lying beneath the surface. And you may be, I feel like you're going from like unity in a sense of coming together with something or somebody and going, there's a past betrayal almost is what it feels like to me, that it's like you've forgiven, but you're not forgetting the scenario. You're not forgetting what has happened. There may be people or situations that come up. I hate to say this, but like this is what's coming through. If you've dealt with someone in the past that has cheated or lied or something like that, and you've tried to start anew, it's almost like, you know, you put on a brave face, just stepped into it, trying to give it another opportunity. But it's like you can't seem to forget what has transpired in the past, and it's taking you right back to, I got like a stuffy ear, I'm sorry guys. Like some type of just, despite new growth, these old wounds are remaining there. Virgo. Yeah, like you're hiding it, trying to focus on other things, but yet it's still very much there for you. So give me 1 second here. I meant to get this deck of cards out and I forgot to. So I used the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle to just get it overall. We're using the Angel Tarot cards. This is one of the first decks I ever got. To this day, it's like in perfect condition. I don't know how it's, I guess, good card stock. All right, Virgo. There you are, the Hermit. Two of Wands, trying to pick what path you're going to take moving forward with this situation. Again, that two, to bring things together, to leave them behind. I'm going to take a look at that. What was that? Two of Cups. That two again. It started to pop out there, but it didn't. All right, so for you, Four of Earth, you're hanging on. Four of Pentacles, technically. You're hanging on to something. You know, it's like you're trying. Whatever the situation is surrounding you, you are trying. You are giving it your best effort forward in the Empress. There you are in the focus. Oh, again, trying to give new life to something. You're trying to start anew. What you need to know. King of Cups. You know, it's very important in any kind of betrayal, and it doesn't have to be love. It can be work, it can be our kids, it can be, you know, I always say it can be anything in your life, and you're going to know where this fits and where it doesn't. But I feel like there may be, it's either you or the person that you're dealing with at this time is like, I kind of feel like this is the person coming in, like they're trying to be more compassionate, they're trying to be more understanding, they're trying to be more nurturing. But it's like for you, it's almost like you're seeing through whatever you feel like might be a facade to a situation as well. The obstacle between this or in the situation. Like, I feel like you feel like this person has a lot of options, and you're not sure that their intentions towards you are genuine, is how I would put this. Obstacle, Spirit, what is the obstacle for Virgo? 9 of Cups. Trying to reach your happy place, right? Trying to sit secure, trying to sit abundant, trying to feel good about where things are at. What is in your strengths for the month of November? Whoa. 4 of... Oh. Yeah, I do feel like you're trying to be patient. You are definitely exerting that earth energy of you know, slow and steady wins the race kind of feel. But there's still this doubt. There's still this doubt of this waiting to see what happens. Maybe waiting to see, you know, I'm going to take both those, the 3 and the 4 of Wands. Trying to reach, you know, it's like you have the faith that things will be positive, but I just don't feel like you're trusting the intentions of the person or the situation surrounding you at this time. The outcome, balance, 14, or temperance in the original deck with the 9 of Wands underneath, you know, feeling beat up by this situation. You know, you're trying to hang in there. You're trying to find a way to make things work, but it's just like you don't know how you're going to get there. It's just like not being able to see the long term of how this is going to turn out for a positive outcome. So let's see. Let's do some clarifying and see what's going on, you guys. All right, 9 of Wands. Let's clarify those 9 of Wands. Yeah, I do. I feel like you feel pretty whooped right now. Again, you got the Emperor and the 5 of Swords. Like I feel like you think you've been lied to. You've been abandoned. You've been left out. You feel like somebody's trying to get away with something. And it's creating a lot of heaviness surrounding you. Like I feel like you're ready to go to war at any given time. 9 of Cups again, clarifying. Let's see, what is that? All right. Well, okay, we'll let it drop. Page of Cups. Too many cards, Spirit, too many cards. 2 of Wands again on the 4 of Swords. I'm going to put those back in there. What is this? What is this? That Temperance. You guys are getting a lot of repetitive cards right off the go here. I feel like you're trying to offer some kind of love, but you're being very, 8 of Cups, walking away from it. Like to go, to stay. To go, to offer it, to stay, to leave, to check out. 6 of Cups. Like there may be a lot of familiarity with the situation. That may be why you're hanging on. For some of you, this may be years and years of marriage that all of a sudden, you know, for some of you, there might be kids involved. But this does very much feel to me like there's a long history attached to this situation. And it's like, is it worth the effort? Is it worth the investment? Am I really going to get to what I want to get to with this situation? But it's like every time you do this, it leaves you feeling empty and displaced somehow. So let's see. Let's clarify this 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. I feel like you feel like you're being cheated. That 5 of Swords again came out. It was in the underlying. Now it's coming out again. And then you've got the damn 9 of Wands again. You guys, holy Toledo. I feel like you feel like you're being cheated, and I feel like you think that you're cheating yourself by staying in a situation. I would say if this is money and finance, work related, I feel like you're constantly waiting on a promise to come through. You're constantly waiting on for something better to come along, that you're hoping that things will take a shift. That World card at the bottom, or the Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry. Hoping that things will change. I mean, nothing's changing in this situation. You know, when you guys are in a position where nothing else is changing around you, and you know that this doesn't feel good anymore, it's time to maybe look at yourself and go, okay, maybe I'm the one who needs to change. What am I doing that I've always done the same way that now I need to do it differently? Because if the external circumstances aren't changing around you, what do you have to do to make a move? Sometimes you have to be the one that takes that step forward, right? So it's kind of what I'm getting from that, guys. All right. For the focus, clarify the Empress, please, Spirit. You want new beginnings. You want good things. Aries, I don't know why. You may be dealing with an Aries. Aries is coming through to me via Spirit. There just may be a lot of, oh geez Louise, I'm going to call a lot of sexual desire between you and this person or this situation, a lot of desires, obsessive. Spirit is also saying late nights. So, you know, for some of you, you know how that resonates or not. Spirit's saying late nights. You could be up late at night analyzing the situation, but I also feel like there may be a lot of late night conversating that's going on. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Like, you may be obsessing over this. This may be something that I feel like has taken up 15, 20 years of your time. And it's like, it's almost like watching two people veer off on two different paths. Nobody can get it together, you know, and, you know, there could be, you know, alcoholism involved. I don't know why alcoholism, but that comes through. You may be dealing with somebody who it's always like, you've got to put their feet to the fire for them to get the hint. They're not willing to step into a new space. It's very much a desire of whether it's sexuality or, you know, greed or whatever this might be. But I feel like they're an emotional thief. They take the emotions, they run with it, and it leaves you feeling depleted at the end of the day. And then we've got this King of Cups and what you need to know. And like I said, I feel like with that, it's very much King of Cups clarifying that. I don't feel like you can trust this person, that their motives for the love that they're offering, that they're genuine or pure. That person or you may be dealing with a third party as well. You've got the Father or the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Jesus criminally. The King. I try to just put them out there as if they were in the Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Tarot. They're the Father, the Son, the Daughter, and the Mother. So in the traditional tarot deck, they're the kings, queens, pages, and knights, right? So you've got the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Empress. Somebody may be vying for your attention. So Virgo, this may be the flip side around, that maybe the person that you're dealing with that doesn't trust what your motives and motivations are. So again, guys, you know, apply this as it fits for your life and understand what you need to do with this. I feel like one energy is very, very, very much trying to show, trying to communicate this feeling, while the other one is very much, I'm going to call it emotionally manipulative as well. That Empress being in the center, there you are, sign of Venus, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, right? Anyhow, you may be dealing with an air sign, Aries, Gemini, or, oh my God, a fire sign. What am I saying? Oh my gosh, my brain just like totally checked out on me. You may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sag. And oh my God, who am I forgetting here? What in the hell's the matter with me? Leo. There we go. There we go. I'm having a moment today, guys. Sorry. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn as I'm sitting here looking at these. Anyhow, signs, you know, they may fit, they may not. It just depends. But regardless, like, you're either the person who is dealing with two people, or your person may be dealing with a third party and trying to decide what it is, where they want to put their action towards, where they want to put their feet to the fire whenever you're putting their feet to the fire on the shit that they're not doing or the words that they're not keeping and holding true. I just don't, I feel a lot of mistrust about this. So you're going to have to really follow your intuition about what the hell is going on here. Because I feel like, again, always offering a little bit, but never fully committing to what is happening in your life right now. So 9 of Cups is the obstacle. You got the 8 of Swords, I'm going to take these two because they fell out upright. Two of Cups. All right, Three of Cups. I don't know why. Again, I'm getting that idea of alcohol. Again, I don't know why that's coming through the way that it is. And then you've got that Six of Wands. To me, this card here is about the freedom of choice, the freedom of change, to transform what it is that's going on around you, because I don't feel like you're happy with what it is that you're dealing with right now. You know, Two of Cups and that Seven of Cups underneath, like again, somebody is dealing with options. Somebody's got to make some better choices than they have in the past. And this is either you or the person you're dealing with, where it's like, I don't know where I want to take this to. I have all these options. I have all these things that could be good, but am I going to sit with those? Am I going to make those mine? Am I going to own that shit? But again, I'm going back to, for whatever reason, Spirit again is reiterating to me, late night conversations. The 11 o'clock at night is sticking out very heavily to me for some reason. So I don't know if this person's getting home at 11, or they're making promises around 11 o'clock, or whatever this is, but that 11 o'clock at night is coming in. Like, I don't know if they're getting home and now you're having conversations about where they were, what they were doing, who they were with. I don't trust. I just don't trust that energy, plain and simple. All right, let's clear. Oh my gosh, these cards are... you may be dealing with somebody too that is like a little quick to respond, little defensive in what they say, how they say it, why they say it the way they do. Again, I'm not trusting of that energy. I really, I'm not the biggest fan of love readings. I'm going to be honest with you, relationship stuff, but you know, I feel like this person may have, you know, if they're traveling for work or something to that extent, they may create a fight for a reason to leave. And even though this is the Strength position, like I see you holding out for that, but it's like you're being met with conflict during this time. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Like they're not meeting you halfway at all. And then the Six of Wands. Like it's almost like a competition in between the two. Like I feel like somebody's turning their back to this. Somebody else is hopeful and somewhat dedicated to the situation, trying to create peace. But it's like it cannot be sustained. It cannot, the patience, the love, the victories, the good things are just not being maintained. But there is an awareness between the parties of the situation that it's like, if you're sticking it out because of finances, like that's not a reason to stay. So you need to check yourself, you know, like, are you in something for the right reasons? Because there always seems to be this distance between where you are and what you desire to be or where you desire to go. And it's always a conflict. It's always a fight. It's always a battle. It's always, everybody's on their defensive side and nobody can let go of the past to move into the present. If someone's showing repetitive behavior from the past, then it's time to let them go. You, again, like they keep doing the same old thing and you're hoping something's going to change. If they're not going to change, you're going to have to change. If you want this Six of Wands, you want this Four of Wands, you want this Nine of Cups, you want to be that Empress, you want to stay, you know, like you want new beginnings. Everybody has to be on board with those new beginnings and willing to make those changes. All right, for the outcome. Temperance. I feel like you don't even trust yourself with this situation anymore. No, you don't. You don't trust yourself. You got the Four of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. And the World card. Something is trying to close out. Again, I just got done saying, like, if you're dealing with a situation that whether it's work or whatever it might be, love, if it's not going to change, you are going to have to make a change. And I feel like you really need to stop closing your, like, you know, in the original tarot deck, the Four of Cups, he's distracted. He's fixated on just one way. This Four of Cups in this deck, I don't always see it that way at all. But to me, it's kind of like you're trying to avoid the upset. You're trying to avoid the reality of the situation. But I feel like it's smacking you in the face constantly that this ending, it's coming. It needs to come. It needs to happen. You got that Two of Pentacles, and you've got to make a choice. Do you want a new beginning? Do you want to close this out? Because I feel like there's this need. You got the Two of Swords under there. Like, you know, this doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work for you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you grow. It doesn't help you shift. You're like cutting yourself off. You need to focus on what it is that you desire to have in this life. So let's see. These are the, oh gosh, Sacred Earth Oracle. I grabbed this deck up the other day. I'm loving every second of it. It's awesome. Stretch and repetition. Always reaching to hit that Four of Wands, to hit that Nine of Cups, but you keep doing the same thing over and over. Like, what do you want to change? Well, how do you think anything is going to change? You're going to have to be the change that you want to see. And it's going to start with you. Clarify the scroll card for Virgo, please, Spirit. Card for Virgo, please. Clarify the card for Virgo. Absence. Spirit is saying your absence from a situation is going to be what's necessary at this point. You're going to have to check out of this. Let's see. Fragments. One more. Oh, okay. Moderation. Listen. You need to listen to your inner voice, absolutely. Again, I feel like you're turning a blind eye to a situation that you know does not work anymore. It hasn't. This fragment, again, I'm going to go right back to the very beginning of the reading where I said, like, whatever has happened in the past where there needed to be a sense of forgiveness, all of that has not been let go of, you know. And it's like, for some of you, maybe you're drinking it, you know, drinking your emotions. Maybe you're eating, you're obsessing, you're doing things that are not healthy for you. And through that, it's like, you know, it doesn't feel right, but yet you're doing it. You need to create a balance, and that moderation, that temperance card, that focus card on the bottom over there, there is a need to balance this out. There is a need to find another way around a situation. Your moderation too, you think about it, like, we can do anything, but anything in excess is never good for us, right? But also, I think it's very important, like, this feeling of, like, I'm hearing from Spirit, like, I know. Well, if you know, then it's time to change things, because nobody else can do it for you. No one else is willing to make the changes. You're going to have to be the change you want to see. So you get to decide what you're going to do with that. All right, let's get you guys a card of advice and let's wrap this up. All right, Spirit for Virgo for the month of November. Let's see, that's too many. All right, one card, please, Spirit, one card. Excuse me, guys. One card for Virgo, please. There we go. 528 Hertz, Mandala of the Heart. This is the White Light Oracle deck. I'm going to give you my interpretation, and then we'll read the book for funsies. 17, which turns into an 8. I will solely stick by the fact that I feel like you just turn your head away from a situation. Like, you don't want to know, you don't want to feel. You do feel, but it's a very uncomfortable feeling to sit with, and you're trying to protect yourself. But I feel like the heart space is barren. Like, it's if you're dealing with somebody, they see where your heart is at. They see how bare and vulnerable you are. And you also may be afraid that that's being taken advantage of at this time. But it's also, a need to be bare and open with yourself to the situation at hand, calling it for what it is, not turning your head, trying not to pretend that it doesn't exist around you. You're gonna have to open up to decide what direction you're going to go. But you've got to put your focus and attention to the matter at hand if you're going to change it. Again, if you're dealing with somebody, false promises, they're not changing anything, you're going to have, I just feel like I got to reiterate it, you have to be the change you want to see. It's just all there is to it. All right, 17. My ear is so clogged up. I got a shower and now I'm like all stuffy in the head. Anyhow, all right. 17. Oh, that's 16. My bad. Okay. So 17, 528 hertz, mandala of the heart. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness and the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. The mandala of the heart is the expression of the divine feminine power within. It is the life-changing experience of love, healing, compassion, deep repair, and restoration that can only happen when we feel safe and loved enough to truly let go. Despite what the wounded opinions of ego might have one believe, love is the most powerful consciousness on the planet. It is also highly intelligent. As we open to heal with the frequency of love in our hearts, we naturally evoke positive effects in the lives of others too. We attract positive intervention from spirit, pathways open, and magic happens. Love is the path to the transformational, the alchemical, and the miraculous. It is the means by which negative patterns are reversed and the original purity and beauty of our innate spiritual perfections can manifest itself in all dimensions, including the physical. We may feel we are bumbling along, yet we are blessed with an invisible, powerful field of grace moving with us, ensuring that our actions yield the best outcomes and that we attract what we truly want and need. The heart has access to a wisdom more powerful than logic, which can overcome any obstacle. To enter into that wisdom, we have to trust in something greater than our own opinions and our own allegiance to our history. Talked about the past, right? That long, long past. Your heart is more than connected to the universal heart. It is a holographic emanation, part of the sacred mandala of the divine feminine heart, and as such holds divine genius and power. It wants to manifest that which is evolving, new, inspired, and beautiful. To believe that history must repeat itself or what we imagine is the limit of what can happen, is to deny the power of the heart and the generosity of divine grace. We need radical lovers and inspired dreamers who dare to invite in the most outlandishly blessed interventions in the universal heart for all beings. You have it within your heart to be one of those prayer alchemists for humanity. 528 hertz is the love frequency of creation. The choices, decisions, and projects inspired by love have countless and far-reaching positive effects. As we tune into that inner frequency, we connect to all the hearts in a powerful alchemical network which delivers an infusion of divine protection and uplifting wisdom into the human collective. Priestesses, sound alchemists, and heart healers work with these frequencies, understanding their capacity to evoke the alchemical and the miraculous. These are our spiritual brothers and sisters cultivating and radiating the consciousness of love that's soothing and courage-inducing medicine of the soul. In a reading, this oracle confirms that honoring deep soul bonds and sharing healing with your soul tribe is an important facet of your purpose. You have the power of love in your heart. It is the healing spiritual glue that can help people together for a higher purpose, or bring people together for a higher purpose. It inspires others and generates positive energy to lighten the emotional load that many souls carry. When 528 mandala of the heart appears in your reading, you are being put on notice that divine feminine has a vision for your soul and is organizing events accordingly. She will guide through your heart, and with her protection, the manifestations of your soul path is assured. Time to make movement. I'm going to repeat it. Time to make movement. If nothing else around you is making movement, it's time for you to make movement. I told you earlier that intuition, that high priestess came out. I've got that moon energy there. You are aware. You are fully aware of this situation for what it is. And now, you know, I feel like you reach out to spirit, you let them know, like, I'm ready to make this change. You're going to be guided through this. So let that happen for you, right? So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sag again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So it could be anybody, you know your story better than I do in that regard. So guys, Virgo, get it together. If it ain't working, can't force something to work, and if change around you doesn't want to happen, then you need to be the one that changes the situation, right? You've got the power. If you're going to exert control, do it in a sense it's going to be for your betterment. So, all right, guys, I hope this reading finds you well. If it resonates, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you've not yet done so. Again, you hit the bell, you'll get notifications. I think you can like set the preference for it or whatever, personalize it. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of November. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.